All right, welcome back. Let's talk about the ERC Credit 2021. What you need to know to claim ERC, even if you previously received PPP, Paycheck Protection Program, pay loans for your business. The ERC, the Employment Retention Credits, is another thing, and it used to be either or. It's no longer either or. The Consolidated Appropriations Act changed all of that. It raised the limit for how much ERC you can receive, for how many full-time employees you can receive, how big your company can be. A lot of things have changed very drastically, and only about 10% of businesses have claimed ERC. So there's a lot out there. They've earmarked over $2.1 trillion just for this, and you can use the ERC for anything you want as the business owner. You can go buy a new boat for your family if that's what you were going to do before the pandemic, and the pandemic got in the way of that. You paid your employees instead. You can use it for personal use. You can use it for business use. You can literally use it any way that you see fit. The government is trusting you to do what's best with that money. You can give your employees a nice fat bonus up to $26,000 per employee for Christmas. Now, that's not a guarantee that's how much you'll get. That's the limit, that they will pay up to $26,000. If you want to know more, watch the video I'm going to play right after this. It'll answer a lot of your questions and introduce you to the absolute number one, best in the industry, best in the world at claiming ERC. They've done over $4 billion in claims. They are of the top 10 ERC specialty firms. They are the only firm that is a CPA certified firm, and they're doing the best. And so even if you find someone with a lower commission rate on claiming ERC, these guys that I'm going to introduce you to in this video generally will leave more money in your pocket than even someone who takes a lower commission, because those people taking a lower commission on average are claiming 20% less in ERC than these guys. And so these guys get you more, and they might take a bigger commission, but at the end of the day, you still have more money in your pocket because they took their percentage from a bigger pile of money, and that's what it is. Really incredible. Check this out, and I wish you well.
Hello, this is Tony with Jorns & Associates. Today, we'll be discussing the Employee Retention Tax Credit Program. The ERC was first introduced in the $2.1 trillion CARES Act back in March of 2020. It earmarked up to $26,000 per employee for business owners who kept employees hired during the pandemic. This is a fully refundable tax credit against the employer portion of Social Security payroll taxes or the Medicare tax, depending on the period you're filing for. It's paid to you directly via a check. It's not a loan. You don't have to ask for forgiveness. You don't have to pay it back. And these funds are not earmarked. You don't need to use them for payroll or operating expenses. The ERC can be utilized at the discretion of the business owner. You claim the ERC by filing an amended 941X quarterly payroll tax return, claiming your credits on lines 18 and 26. There's several misconceptions about the ERC. Many owners do not think they'll qualify because they did not have a revenue decline, or maybe their revenue increased during the pandemic. Maybe they didn't experience any shutdowns, or they received PPP loans and those loans were forgiven. And while these are factors in the process, they certainly do not disqualify your business from receiving the ERC funds. The qualification process is extremely thorough. Our team will go through gross receipts, revenue sectors. We'll look at your day-to-day operations, your supply chain, basically how the pandemic affected your day-to-day business throughout 2020 and 2021. The scope of engagement is pretty straightforward. You can connect us with your CPA, your bookkeeper, payroll team, so we can get all the documents necessary to file the ERC on your behalf. You'll complete our basic client questionnaire, get us any PPP loan information, provide us with your original 941 returns so then we can file the 941X amended returns with the IRS and claim the ERC funds. We do not guarantee any specific refund amount until we have all your payroll data and we can run the calculations. We do guarantee that our calculations are accurate. We do guarantee that our filings with the IRS as a paid preparer are compliant with program rules and regulations. And we do provide long-term audit support and carry E&O insurance with up to $1 million per client. The service fee structure creates zero risk for business owners who decide to work with Jorns & Associates. We have a contingency fee of 20% on the amount of credits delivered, and we charge a fully refundable deposit of $2,600 due at signing. If for whatever reason your company does not qualify for the ERC program, we refund the $2,600 immediately. If you do qualify, then we'll invoice you for the 20% contingency fee minus the $2,600 deposit you paid at signing. So that is credited towards your fee. So if you get paid by the IRS, you owe us money. If you don't get any money from the IRS, you owe us nothing. We have software perform calculations to eliminate human error, and we have a fully audit-ready package, which includes our compliance services. If you want to move forward with our ERC program, the associate that you're working with can send you an engagement letter that you can sign, remit the fully refundable deposit, provide us with your completed questionnaire and the required documents, your revenue spreadsheet, the 941s, the payroll documents, your PPP loan details. We'll have an onboarding specialist assigned to your file so you have a point of contact to help you through this process from beginning to end. Our CPAs will prepare all the filing documents, send it over for your team to review. The documents will be signed, mailed to the IRS, and in approximately 14 to 20 weeks, you'll receive your check from the IRS. Once you get paid, we'll have you pay us the remaining balance for the contingency fee, and that's due after you get your check. There's plenty of information about the ERC on the irs.gov website. You have to go through all the different PDFs, and you can also review the CARES Act, the Consolidated Appropriations Act of 2021, and now the new infrastructure bill will have an effect on the guidance. So you have to keep up with everything, which our team will do that on your behalf. The bottom line is there's over $1 trillion earmarked right now for businesses just like yours. And right now, that $1 trillion+ is sitting in the United States Treasury's account. Connect with one of our associates today and let us help you move those funds out of the Treasury's account and into your business account where they truly belong.